quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, Connor. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 36. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They give it off here to the tight end. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. This is Connor running right. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Justin Burris there to bring him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2nd down and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray now to throw. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And the first play will be a field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. Here we go with McCaffrey, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Now Murray off play action. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Hassan Reddick. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Prater's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Flushed out right. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Here's Moore on the return. Shifts by him. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Play fake. Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's Murray. Into the secondary past the 40. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big play there on the catch and run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this 2nd half. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. Being chased out left. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
2nd and 5 now. Murray throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Murray now. A quick throw, but incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. A first down for Connor and then some. And finally marked down at the 23. 104 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 7 yards to pick up there. From the 16, Murray. And that'll be incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Connor. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darrell Daniels taking it in for a yard out. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. He'll buy some time right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere seeing that play. Focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Abdul-Lah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Play action. It's Darnold. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 143 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing on first down is Murray. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Hassan Reddick in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. On second down now, it's Connor. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
I can hear it right now that most people in our business are saying, why aren't they running the football? But I happen to agree with this strategy. They've had success all game long. I don't think they should go away from it. Too often, teams go into that protect mode and they end up giving away the football. This team has stayed aggressive, and it's working out for them.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They'll look to run with Connor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They're going for it. It's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.